Hey everybody, welcome to week 4 of your course here, economics. I've got my weekly scenery pickup here, holiday, blue Christmas lights there. Also got my Charlie Brown house or Charlie Brown tree here. So um, that was it. Uh, as far as this upcoming week here, okay, so this is week 4, and then you're gonna have your 2-week break, then you'll be back in January. So please try not to lose, I know it's difficult to do, but try not to lose focus on your studies while you're on your break. Coming back after a couple weeks off and then having to finish everything up in 1 week can be a challenge sometimes. So just kind of plan your time so you'll be good to go. Try and get everything finished up for this week here. So also, as far as a little motivation go, going into 2017, people always do their New Year resolutions. So I just always do my runner analogy here. You keep on running no matter what you're doing, stay focused. And the also thing I'll bring up, just nice little saying here, is you don't need a new year to make a change in your life. New Year's is still a couple, 3 weeks away, and if you're one of these people that needs to make some changes so you can do better with your school or other things in your life, let's just do it. Keep focused ahead of what you're looking forward to. As far as the school is concerned, take advantage of the opportunity you have to actually be able to go to school. I know you probably heard me say this before, but this is something that you get to do. Not everybody ever gets to do it. So stay focused and figure out ways to make school part of every day, and go for that degree and that job and everything else in life you want to get. So, all right. So from here, let's go on to okay, into the course room here. Okay, so last week, week 3, discussed. Those of you that are in the discussions, doing great. The homework, same thing. Those of you that are doing the homework and submitting them, doing good. One of the things I'll point out to you with homework, as a general rule, if you do poorly on a homework assignment, I generally don't fail a student. What I will do is I will return the homework with some comments or to point you in the direction where you can figure out what you're having problems with, and then allow you to resubmit it. So I just want to be clear on that in case you're having any problems. Sometimes economics can be a little difficult, and so depending on how poor how you do, I may send it back to you. So just depending where you're at there. So just wanted you to understand that. The upcoming here again, week 4. Okay, you got 3 chapters. Okay, chapter 13 has to do with money and banking, so it has to do with the system, how the economy works with banks. You got your different objectives here, learning objectives and definitions. So like 3 jobs of money, medium of exchange, standard of value, store of value. These are technical definitions. So that's one thing I always harp on about in all these courses is you need to pay attention to the actual definition of the field we're talking about. In this case, we're talking about economics. So there's specific definitions and terms and concepts that have to do with these areas. So, and that's why I talk about that. The other chapter here, okay, 14 has to do with the Federal Reserve and monetary policy and how things, pretty much how things operate. Here again, you got your learning objectives, and then as you go into the the other slides, you got what the banks do and different things like that. So I mean, these are all different parts of how everything works, how the economic system works. Last chapter, growth and productivity. Again, there's different aspects. All economics, the free market, capitalism, and all that stuff. So depending on what you're looking at here, but in here you're going to have the kind of a little bit of the history of how everything operates on the economic factors. Added note here, I just mentioned because we're in economics, and regardless of your personal views on the outcome of the election, there's been a lot of appointments lately to different cabinet positions. And again, I'm older now. In this class, they're old as me. to remember history. Every time there is a new president, regardless of which political party, there is going to be all this noise and trash talk about the new person going in, and about the political appointment. So one thing I've noticed, like on social media, is a lot some of the political appointments. One in particular is the guy who's going to be they want to be the labor, the cabinet position, the labor guy, who happens to be the CEO of parties. But there was a John Stossel, you can Google it. John Stossel talks to the party CEO, and if you listen to the guy, he's a regular person who's worked in life. Started out, scooping ice cream at a Baskin Robbins when he was a youngin' and stuff like that. But he points out a lot of things that hopefully would be reassuring to people on that particular thing, because he's all about getting government out of business, out of regulating too much. He gave one example of, they got stores all around the world. They opened a store in Siberia, Hardee's, Carl Jr. Hardy, depending on what part of the country you're in. It took like 100-something days. But in California, it takes almost 300 days. Things like that, because there's so much redundancy, and meanwhile you got people not working because you got to wait almost a year to get to build this new store. So there's a lot of positive things in there. And like I say, if you want to take 5 minutes and watch that interview, it's John Stossel, talking about that. So anyway, so that's it. Did I cover that? Okay, the homeworks each week, or the ones I've seen, good. And again, I mentioned I'll send it back if it's not too good. Discussion, same thing. Upcoming discussion here. Okay, here you go. It's pretty short. How does it rate compared to other nations? And what we're talking about is here, how do people, save versus other places? So, all right. That should do it for this week, and yep, so that'll do it. Again, have a great week, great break. I will do my test question here. This past week, I also was pretty busy or distracted because you all know about my grandson, and I used him as a test question sometimes. But we just had our second grandkid this past Wednesday. So there you go. That's me with the new guy, and he was scheduled for Wednesday for a C-section, so we knew he was coming. So, but anyway, so now there's 2 of them. So, but this ain't the test question. Test question is, there you go. So that's the 4-year-old grandson of the new guy, and you just let me know what this caption says here, and that can be the answer to the test question. So, all right, everybody have a great week, great holiday break and everything, and I am available. So, if you've got questions or want to work on some, if you're having problems with something, just as always, get in touch. I'm not going anywhere or anything, so I'll be around. So, let's do it that way. So, take care, everybody. Great holidays, great week, and all that stuff. Take care.